Hello everybody, this is Akanksha Singh and I'll be taking you through the entire series of maths and science. Don't forget to like my videos and subscribe my channel, and your feedback is always welcomed. So let's start with percentage, and we'll be discussing about what percentage is in layman's language. So let's first understand percentage. Now, in normal terminologies, often you are asked how much a percentage have you got on your subject, or how much percentage have you got in your maths, right? So common percentage usage is in I think with regards to students is marks. So I think that is a better example. So when somebody says you've got 78%, or when somebody says you got 98%, what does that actually mean? Have you ever thought what percentage actually means? So percentage means per hundred. When we say percentage, the percentage word is actually divided as per and then centage. So a per is means per, and cent means hundred. So it means per hundred. So you can represent percentage in fractions. When it is said 78%, it actually means 78 by 100. So 78 per 100. Do you understand? So similarly, 98%. 98% means 98 upon 100. So that is all about percentage, the word percentage. Again, here I have taken up an example as a 10%. So 10% is 10 upon 100. Why 100? Because I mentioned it is per 100. So denominator of a percentage, when you represent a percentage as a fraction, the denominator value is 100 in case of percentage. So moving ahead to a question. There's a question called 2 is what percentage of 50? Now, when it is said 2 is what percentage of 50? Now, 2. Uh, so it is actually asking that if there's a 50 count, 2, if there's a 2 count and if there's a 50 count, 2 will be what percentage of that 50 count? So how are you going to find out that value? So 2 upon 50, they're asking 2 is what percentage of 50. So it actually you are wanting to find out 2 is what percentage of 50. So 2 upon 50 into 100 will tell you 2 is what percentage of 50. So 2 upon 50 into 100. When you calculate this, you get as 4%. How? So 0 is cancelled, and then you get 5, 2s are 10, and 2 into 2 is 4. So this is 4%. So always remember, when some number is asked about what percentage of that number is to other number, so you're going to find out by that number upon the entire number to which the percentage is being asked into 100, and you're going to easily get that value. Moving ahead to more questions on percentage. Now there's a question: a student got 300 marks out of 500. Okay, this is very common for students. So there's a student like you who has got 300 out of 500, and a question is what percentage he has got. Now, whatever he has obtained upon the total marks, basically the question is 300 is what percentage of 500, right? The earlier question and this question doesn't have much difference, because here also we are supposed to find out 300 is what percentage of 500, right? Is what percentage of 500. So how will you find out? 300 is something that you obtained upon the total marks into 100. So it is going to be 0 0 cancelling from this, and 5 gets cancelled here. 5 twos are 10, and one more 0, so 3 into 2 will give me 60. So that is 60%. So that student has got 60%. Okay, so this is very Easy. So next time when somebody tells you that I have got 400 out of 600, so what I'm going to do is 400 upon 600 into 100, and that is going to help you in finding out the percentage of that person. Okay, so can we move ahead? Now moving to more questions on percentage. This is another idle question that is often asked as find the number whose 18% is 108. So what is the number here? So again, let me repeat the question. Find the number. We are supposed to find the number whose 18% is 108. So I'm supposed to find out a number जिसका 18% 108 है, जिसका 18% 108 है. So 18% of some number, of some required number, is equal to 108. This is what the question is telling me. So 18% of a number is equal to 108. And I need to find out this number. How will I do that? 18%. How can you represent 18%? You can represent 18% as 18 upon 100. So 18 upon 100 into required number is equal to 108. So moving ahead to when we calculate this, now if we take this value to the other side, to this side, it'll go upside down. So 100 will come up, 18 will come down. Now we'll be calculating this value. So 108 into 100 upon 18. When you calculate this, 18 ones are, and 18 six is 108. So you get 600. So 600 is the number whose 18% is 108. Let me jump to the other questions, popular questions that are asked in percentage. Now, there's another question, as you can see. There's a number, there's a value in terms of money. We have 80 rupees. Now, increase 80 rupees by 8%. So we are going to increase 80. It says 80, we have 80 rupees and you are supposed to increase that 80 rupees by 8%. How will you do this? So increasing 80 by 8%. So 8% of what? 8% of 80 rupees. First you have to calculate. What is 8% of 80 rupees? 8 upon 100. 8% will be represented as 8 upon 100. Of is oftenly represented as multiplication into 80. So when you calculate this 8 upon 100 into 80, it's going to come as 32 upon 5. When you solve this further, you get the value as 6.4. So 6.4 is the 8% of 80 rupees. Now, question doesn't end here. They are saying that you have to increase 80 rupees by 8%. You have found out what is 8% of 80 rupees. Next, you are supposed to increase 80 by 8%. How will you do this? You will then add 80 plus 6.4. So 80 plus 6.4 is going to give me 86.4 as the value. So your answer is the increased amount is 86.4, and by what it is increasing? It is increasing by 6.4. So 6.4 is the value, is the 8% of 80 rupees. And when you increase 80 by 8%, it becomes 80 plus 6.4. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm telling. Let me jump to another question. Another student's favorite marks question. Okay, so there's one person called Rakhi who has obtained 582 marks out of 600. Quite a good marks, right? So 582 marks out of 600. What is the percentage of marks obtained by her? I hope you remember the technique. The marks obtained upon the total marks into 100 is the technique. So 582 is something what Rakhi has got. total marks, when you total all the subjects and their marks, you get 600. So 582 upon 600 into 100. So this is what I'm supposed to calculate. And what will I do? I will first cancel my 0 terms with the terms above. So this is cancelled. Further, when I calculate, when I divide 582 by 6, I get the value as 97%. So this is, so always remember, when you calculate percentage marks value, if somebody is telling you that I've got this much marks out of these marks, so the obtained marks will be in the numerator and the total marks will be in the denominator, and multiply it by 100 to make it, to convert it into percentage. Okay. So again, we are landing up to solving two questions. Generally, I give a question at the end for students, and for sure, I'll be giving their answers in the comment box. Okay, let me first give you a hint of solving this question since we have time. Now, it says find the number whose 25% is 36. You're supposed to find out number, एक ऐसा नंबर आपको खोजना है जिसका 25% 36 है, right? So 25% of a number is equal to 36. So 25 by 100 into x is equal to 36. So basically x is the required number. So x is equal to 36 into 100 upon 25. So that will I think that will give you a direction to solve the question. The second question is increase rupees 130 by 40%. Now, this question doesn't leave you to just by calculating 40% of 130. You also have to add that 40% of 130 to 130. Okay, so let me go slow. See, increasing 130 by 40% is, first you have to calculate what is the 40% of 130. So 130 का 40% क्या है, कैसे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं? 40 upon 100 into 130 will actually give me what is 40% of 130, and that value, which is 40% of 130, will then be added to 130, and that will be your answer. I hope you have understood the entire concept. Again, I will repeat percentage. The word percentage means per 100. So now I think when somebody says, I've received 98%, or somebody says, please give me 25% of whatever you have, or please give me, please increase this money about 40%. So I hope you understand the terminologies and the logic behind doing these things. Right, so please don't forget to like my videos and subscribe my channel. Your comments, your feedbacks are always welcomed. Please do let me know the answers of these questions in my comment box. Thank you so much.